videos, I'm going to talk about vibrato and how to improve your technique when you play vibrato. My first tips is one of the basic ones, and it is about to always remember to play with relaxed joints. So I'm going to show you a very simple exercise how to check your joints. So you take a pencil and then you place the pencil on your second joint, the middle joint, like this, and then you hold it and start with your first finger, and then you check that it's really relaxed here on the joint. Then you take second one and hold it. Then you check the same. And the third. Second tip is to play on the pad of your finger instead of playing on the tip of your finger. So why is it better to play on the pad? Because it sounds better. I will show you now how it sounds when you play on the tip and when you play on your pad. So now here I'm going to play on the tip. Now I'm going to play on the pad. So somehow, when you play on the pad, it produces much richer, much bigger sound. And that is to, the reason is because you are putting more of your finger on the string, and it's allowing you to have a bigger amplitude of your movement instead of just having a little part of the finger on the string. Also, many times we are afraid that when we play a melody we are going to touch other strings, so that's why we are putting only the tip of the finger. But that's actually not true, because if you try to play on one string and you are touching the others, you are still going to hear only one string. Another good thing about playing with the pad on your finger instead of the tip is the intonation, because you are staying in the center of the pitch instead of moving around. Your intonation will improve. And also another thing is that you can vary your expressiveness. Tips number 3 is to play fifths, and that's connected to the previous tip about playing with the pads, because playing fifths will force you to play with the pads of your finger, and will also force you to play in tune. And there are two movements when we play violin. There is the horizontal movement, which also decides the frame of your hand, and there is also the vertical one, which it's not discussed very often, but this is what we're going to do now by playing the fifths. So the horizontal alignment is more about the frame of your hand and how the hand is moving up and down the strings. But the vertical one is more about how a single finger moves from one string to another. And that's why when you play on both strings, when you play fifths, you will be more aware of how it feels. You can practice that by playing a scale. First you can play in first position on G and D. And then you can try to go to third position. The fourth tip is by the great violinist Schering. He said that the impulse of the vibrato comes from the vertical movement. And what he meant with that is that we often concentrate very much on the horizontal movement of the vibrato, but actually the impulse of the vibrato comes from a vertical movement. And here is a tip that he is giving. He's saying that you can start with putting your finger, let's say I put the second finger on D string, and then you start slowly by doing this. So what I'm doing first is I'm taking the finger up and down quite slow, and then I'm making less and less distance between my finger and the string. So it looks like this. Then second part is to increase the tempo. And this movement will eventually give you the impulse to feel how it feels in your hand, to vibrate. So these were all of my tips for vibrato for today. And please stay tuned for my next ones in a video next week. And of course, subscribe and like my video, and I will see you very soon.